Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas offense will have the first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Well, this quarterback has to be real careful in this one because he's going up against a defense that has tons of ball hawks on the back end. They take the football away, and David, we've seen that now time and time again this season. The windows close extra quick against these guys because they have speed and everybody's got ball skills.
Discipline, they make you earn everything. So this QB is going to have to say, okay, I can't make the big play all the time. I got to stay patient. I got to be safe. Interesting to see if they can run the football and maybe take some of that pressure off, because when you throw against this secondary, bad things tend to happen.
Rides to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Simmons. Picked off. What a way to set him up.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit and stopped right there, not much on that pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Here's a give to Hardy. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll move the tight end. Got him on the RPO. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Follows his blocks. It's Hardy. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Here comes the Texas offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Might as well run him again. Brought down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, you can. When you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing Manning. Out wide right, it's Townsend. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off for Brown. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. looking for a man. It's Manning. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his highs and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. It's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
Here we go, ready.
Manning from the gun on third down. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, don't make those contested catches.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket, forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To throw, Manning. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Arch Madness. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get anything on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They'll give it to Hardy. Shakes off the defender. Oh, he's got some space. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Manning. Here comes the heat. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Right side, it's Wingo. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Smothers.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Second and long here. Arch is going to throw for it. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Flips it out in the flat. Long way to go on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Let's go.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Out wide left, it's Smothers. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Art's going to spin it again. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal.
Go, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Longhorn! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slip it through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 72 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Sweet cut there. Past the 6. Got a little grass. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw at Simmons. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Rushes on. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line.
Let's go!
Here's Arts to throw. Snags it. At the 35, he's open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Back to throw, it's Manning. He tries to take the top off. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second half.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to burn this defensive back. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Terrapins looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's second down. On the RPO, got him. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to Hardy. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Texans offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Got an alley. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
Ready. Ready, go.
A give to Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
One more time, it's Brown. Nowhere to go.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. They'll move the wide receiver. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Here's Manning to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Sets his feet. It's Manning. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Manning. Left side is Brown. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Smothers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To throw, Manning. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Back to pass, it's Manning. This time it's complete.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Going to the run, it's Smothers. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
They'll give it to him again. Knocked down immediately.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Arch Madness. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Trying to squeak through the pile. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the left, it's Hardy. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. They'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go with Hardy. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to Hardy on first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, it's Hardy. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rush right in his face. Complete in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a give to Hardy. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Hardy again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Simmons from the gun on third down. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch except ticket holders.
And this is always the time in the game where coach...
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. He wants it all. Touchdown, Missouri! Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Cuts it upfield. It smothers. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Hand off for Brown. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Manning. Got his man. Turning it on. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. A give to Brown. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
22.
The run inside. It's Smothers. At the 40, there he goes. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Hand off for Brown. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A spectacular one-hand grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Driving forward, it's Smothers. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down.
Offense facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Today, that's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.